Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am greatly honored and grateful for the opportunity given to me in addressing a speech on this presentation tonight. Good evening everyone, my name is Nurul Fadila and I come from University of Muhammadiyah Tangerang. Let's begin to the topic. The first point I'm going to make concern. The need for foreign language mastery in Paramadina University students in the era of globalization. Let me begin by noting that the world has been going into a massive and growing integration of sectors and components of community life in various parts of the world, and the fact that it resists the urgency of introvert mastery means the communication within the community can help global connectedness. Let me now turn to my next material. One of the most important roles in this process is related to foreign mastery. This study I made to see how big need for mastery of foreign language among one of the elements of society, namely academia students, associated with the field of science and how big it is considered as one important part in dealing with the phenomenon of globalization. What do you know about globalization? Globalization is the right word to describe a phenomenon where technological developments occur very rapidly and a high level of mobility of mankind throughout the world. From this understanding, we can explain that the positive impact arising from the existence of globalization has provided optimal convenience and benefit in carrying out various activities of daily life in the context of interaction and relation between countries. Globalization has shown its essence as a condition that can provide effectiveness and efficiency, iron of space and time. The problem we can see from the impact of globalization is globalization, which demands the ability to interact and communication effectively and efficiently. The most frequently asked question is why are university graduates now unable to communicate in English? Well, in fact, a foreign language, which is a world language, has been taught since the junior high school level. In fact, nowadays many students have received English lessons since elementary schools. The solution that we can take from this problem is that the problem arises when no matter how sophisticated the facilities owned by a university are, but if the teaching staff does not have the correct foreign language skills, the teaching methods provided are not appropriate, and the enthusiasm of students is also low, then the teaching and learning process of language foreign will still find obstacles. This condition certainly affects the final result of mastering foreign language by university graduates. In fact, in the era of globalization, the ability to understand foreign language, especially in English, is very necessary. We enter at the end, namely the conclusion. From the previous explanation, we can conclude facing globalization that is increasingly real in front of our eyes. Mastery of language is a demand that cannot be postponed any longer. Have cultural abilities, understanding, and mutual communication is one source of ability compared. We students must have the biggest benefit of mastering a foreign language in the era of globalization is related to the opening of job opportunities and opportunities for further study abroad. Through this research, it can also be concluded the mastery of foreign language is very necessary. Well, That's bring me to the end of my presentation. As a final remark, I would like to say thank you for coming here and listening to what I said about these matters. Because these matters could decide our future as Indonesian people, and everyone need to know how great our country is. I wish you all a good day and sorry for any mispronunciation that I do. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.